Hello, good morning, and welcome to this live Forex trading session. As usual, we're just going to look for opportunities in the market, and the main markets we're looking at is the Euro US dollar and the dollar Canadian dollar. Okay, so as usual, we start off with the economic calendar, see what's coming up. So I'll just bring up the economic calendar. So today is Tuesday, the 8th of June. And as usual, make sure you set your time zone to your own time zone wherever you're based. My time zone is GMT +2, so all the times I'll be quoting will be GMT +2 times. So we're going to be looking for reports that could affect the Euro US dollar and the dollar Canadian dollar. So let's have a look. This Asian reports have come and gone. So we see the Japan GDP report has come and gone. And we can always just ignore all these reports of low importance. So we can see at 11 o'clock, we have the GDP growth rate report from the Euro area. Obviously, that will have a huge impact on the Euro US dollar. Again, you have to remember the four major reports that tend to significantly impact the markets. The four reports again are the GDP, which is gross domestic product, the inflation rate or CPI, consumer price index, interest rates, and unemployment rate. So those four reports are always of high importance. So at 11 o'clock, we have these big reports, the GDP growth rate due out of the Euro area, which would definitely impact all currencies paired with the euro, and hence the Euro US dollar. At the same time, we also have the Euro area economic sentiment index, but obviously the big one is the GDP growth rate at 11 a.m. GMT +2. And then also at the same time, we have the Germany economic sentiment index. So they're all coming out at the same time at 11 a.m. But the one that is of huge significance is the GDP growth rate at 11 a.m. And at 2:30, we have the balance of trade for Canada. So that's a report that would affect currencies paired with the Canadian dollar. That's due out at 2:30. And that's it for today. So for today, specific to the Euro US dollar, I would avoid trading the Euro US dollar till 11 o'clock and then assess the market just before 11 and start trading the Euro US dollar then. But for the dollar Canadian dollar, I would avoid trading the dollar Canadian dollar till 2:30 because the report of high importance relative to the dollar Canadian dollar is coming out at 2:30. So I'll avoid trading that currency pair till 2:30. But again, don't forget to check the rest of the week. There's some big reports coming out later on this week. So we'll start with tomorrow. Tomorrow is Wednesday, the 9th of June. Let's see. So you can see tomorrow we have the Bank of Canada interest rate decision. Currencies are extremely sensitive to interest rate decisions. They tend to significantly impact currencies, especially, but they obviously impact all the markets relevant to that interest rate decision. So for the Bank of Canada interest rate decision coming out tomorrow, that's going to have a huge impact on the Canadian stock market and currencies paired with the Canadian dollar. So since we're trading the dollar Canadian dollar, we're going to be wary trading the dollar Canadian dollar today. Probably I'll just have one live attempt on the dollar Canadian dollar today in view of the Bank of Canada interest rate decision coming out tomorrow, which will significantly impact currencies paired with the Canadian dollar and the Canadian stock market. So that's coming out tomorrow, Wednesday. Then Thursday, the 10th of June. Thursday, the 10th of June. Let's see. So on Thursday, we have another big report, the Euro area, the European Central Bank interest rate decision. So that's a huge report that would impact currencies paired with the euro and the European stock market. So that's a huge report coming out on Thursday. In fact, I'll set up a meeting, we'll trade that report together because that significantly impacts the euro US dollar. Well, all currencies paired with the euro and the European stock market. So that's at 1:45 on Thursday, the European Central Bank interest rate decision, and we'll trade that report together. And on the same day, you can see you also have the big report out to the United States, the United States inflation rate report. So Thursday is going to be another interesting day in the market. And let's see, Friday, the 11th of June, we have the UK GDP report. So we've got some big reports coming out this week. So coming back to today, so like I said, in view of the European Central Bank interest rate decision coming out on Thursday, I will only have one attempt on the euro US dollar every day leading up to Thursday. So today, I will avoid trading the euro US dollar till 11 a.m., assess the market then, place my pending orders just before that report, and only have one live attempt today in view of the European Central Bank interest rate decision coming out on Thursday. And same with the dollar Canadian dollar. I'll avoid trading the dollar Canadian dollar till 2:30. And then also I'll only have one attempt on the dollar Canadian dollar in view of the Bank of Canada interest rate decision coming out tomorrow. Obviously, you don't forget to check for public holidays. There are no public holidays today in the US or UK. Also, don't forget to check the financial markets to see if there's anything creating uncertainty in the currency market. And it tends to be global news that could affect the currency market. So there's nothing happening globally that could affect or create uncertainty in the currency market. Obviously, there's lots of things that can affect the stock market, but with the currency market, there's nothing untoward that's creating uncertainty in the market. So let's go to the charts. So we'll start with the swing trading. So starting with the euro US dollar, the daily time frame. So looking at the daily time frame, you can see where I'm currently in a live swing trade. The market broke the moving average on the 13th of April, took my pending buy order then with a 100 pips stop loss. When the market moved 100 pips in my direction, I started to move my stop loss with the moving average, which I've been doing every day since then. We can see last week, the market fell close to the moving average, but did not break the moving average. So I'm still in the live swing trade. So just going to check the moving average level today. Today, 8th of June, the moving average today is 1.21118. So around that up to 1.2112. So I'm just going to adjust my stop loss to 2 pips below that, which would be 2110. So stop loss now is 2110. And as you can see, if I get taken out of my swing trade today, let's bring out a calculator. Okay, so my entry level was 1941, and my stop loss is now at 2110. So that'll be 2110 minus my entry level of 1941. So that's 169 pips. So if I get taken out of this trade today, I would have made 169 pips. So that's for the swing trade. Go to the day trade, 5-minute time frame. So you can see the market is currently trending sideways along the pivot point. But of course, I'm not going to place any trades now. I'm going to wait till 11 a.m. GMT plus 2 and then reassess. If the market is still hovering around the pivot point, then I'll place my pending buy order just above R1 and the pending sell just below S1. I'm not going to place any orders now and wait just before the report at 11 a.m. Let's look at the dollar Canadian dollar. Again, start with the swing trade, go to the daily time frame. You can see the market is extremely bearish, trending down. So again, check the moving average 100 days, 1.24118. That's interesting with this 118. So 1.24118, so I'll round that up to 1.12412. So I'm going to adjust the stop loss to 2 pips above that. That will be 2414. So I'm just going to modify that to 2414 and also change the stop loss to 100 pips, 2314. So that's it for the swing trade. And then go to the 5-minute time frame. So again, we can see the dollar Canadian dollar to just trending sideways at the moment. So again, I'll leave this alone and reassess just before the report at 2:30 and decide where to place my pending orders then. And again, only have one live attempt today. So that's my plan for today, and we'll see what happens. Of course, we'll also post my trades on the platform around the time for those reports. Okay, any questions? Any questions, comments?